Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this is Taylor Watts from Watts Investing, and today's video is a Sharesies challenge kind of update, adding our new subscribers into our subscriber fund, the Global Water Fund. So since we last made a video, we were on 72 subscribers, I think, and now we're on 93, so that's up by 21, and we also had another usage of our link, which is another $5 of the referral money and $5 of my own money into the fund. So we've got $31 to put into the fund. And yeah, before we do that, just a reminder that until the 23rd of August, anyone who uses my Sharesies link, or most people's Sharesies link in their descriptions, will get $15 and I'll get $5. And that's just a wee referral link for anyone who's not on Sharesies already and would like to be. But yeah, let's get into it. So we've got some money in here to put into the fund as we have those new subscribers. So put in 31, good as gold, put in the password, and there we are. So now we've updated the Global Water Fund from 72 subscribers to 93, and also with the referrals, so that'll be 92 plus that, so it'll be $123 in there. All ready to grow over the probably next 2 months until I make the next one. But if you're not subscribed already, as I know about 80% of my viewers are, please hit that button if you like watching these videos, because I'd like to get this fund upwards to $300 by the end of the year. So we're about a third of the way there now, and I'd really like to hit that milestone, as that would complete most of the goals I set out earlier in the year, and yeah, that would really make my year. Yep, so our portfolio, we've added in a lot of money since last time. I got 300 sitting here waiting until Sharesies brings out the United States share market early access. So that'll be where I'm buying my Pepsi, my Procter & Gamble, and all those shares I've talked about in other videos. So yeah, we'll just scroll down and kind of have a wee update of what's been happening. So this fund had $5 in it, and it's kind of pointless in there. It was a little 6 cents every semi-annual dividend, but I'll sell it and put it elsewhere. And I don't think we've updated the Asia fund or the emerging markets fund. They've been pretty much the same throughout. But yeah, our Australian mid-cap is at 175, a nice tidy number, up 6%. The Europe fund, I think, has remained pretty unchanged. We added some into our bonds to meet those goals that we set out, and they're looking very nice. Same with the core fund, and yeah, I'm pretty sure our only fund that's got a decent amount in it that's down is the dividend fund, and so this one hasn't recovered quite as well as the other funds. Say as NZ Top 10 recovered really well, and it's actually above where it was before lockdown, so that's actually quite cool. Yeah, that's the only fund that's really down apart from this one, but it's only at $12, and I plan on actually selling it and putting it in there. Or when the US funds come out, I might sell this one to find an S&P 500 that has a better dividend yield, or a kind of high ETF, high dividend yield ETF that follows it, because that could be a good opportunity. So our individual stocks aren't going as well as the funds, and that's to be as expected, as they're not diversified. They just are the company, and sometimes get in the wrong time due to lockdown, mainly on lots of these companies. But we have 2 or 3 new additions. That's Argosy Property, Goodman Property Trust, and Asset Plus, and so those will be reeling in some good dividends over the months. And I think we've mainly just topped up our kind of main holdings. So we've updated Chorus, Contact, Fisher & Paykel, Hallensteins, Main Freight, Meridian, NZ Wind Farms, Westpac, just our main ones that we enjoy watching. And Westpac, we had a nice wee buy earlier, as it dropped about 6% or something, at least in my perspective. So we put another $5 there, and it's gone back up, which is very nice. So hopefully Westpac brings back their dividend, as they did cut it during lockdown, and that could be very handy, as I might swap my money out of my Westpac bank accounts into here, as the dividend is much higher than the country's current interest rates and bank accounts. So that could be a good opportunity. But yeah, tracking along, we're up almost 1%. So I'm hoping to see this grow as companies kind of get their earnings back, get their customer bases back. But this might be a bit of a long recovery compared to the usual. And yeah, so this is how our portfolio has been tracking over the year. It's been slow and steady and had a big bump there, but it's looking good for the long term, and our dividends are always increasing, which is great. So yeah, I'll go onto my spreadsheet and show you how my dividend tracker has been going, and yeah, we'll see you there. Yeah, so these are some graphs that I'm actually not sure if I've shown you yet, but I think I have, and these are kind of just tracking our month-on-month dividends, our averages, and our totals, and just kind of showing our progress with the trend line and kind of giving us some real numbers to look at. So our dividends per month, we started off investing in March, had zero, pretty much zero, zero, $1, zero, 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 $1, zero, and then our big old December coming in. And then, yeah, it's been pretty flat, but then we started wanting to diversify when we get our dividends as a more consistent and more often to compound income. So we started getting some in January and February, and then our March and April ones were far bigger than last year, being zero, so they're up to $2-3. I think our May one will be bigger 2021 as we have some more quarterly stocks, and our big milestone here was June being bigger than December, as most of my funds and holdings go every 6 months on June and December. And even with all of the cuts and the reductions of dividends, we still got paid an extra $3 on that. So that is probably the most important number shown here at the moment. And yeah, seeing July get a nice $3.36, which was zero last year. So I think as we get into 2021, kind of May area, that's where we'll see kind of where the actual growth is coming, because these are pretty erratic changes due to lockdown and due to not having any in the start. So we'll probably see where the portfolio is actually meant to be heading over time a bit better then. Total dividends received has a nice trend line going there, so we can see probably January next year will be upwards of we'll probably be up to $70 or something January next year, because we've got another big December one coming in, and we're already up to almost $60, I believe, or $50 dividends received, because that makes sense. And average dividends received over time has been growing and growing, which is awesome to see as that trend line comes, because we want to see this monthly one getting up in the hundreds, probably in 5 or 10 years, like getting up there, because at the moment we're over $2 a month, which is really good. And yeah, so we want to see that, because we can look at that as a weekly income as well. So I think August we've got some dividends coming in as well, so we'll be getting closer and closer to that $3 a month, and that's kind of getting on your way to like almost $1 a week just off dividends. And all of that really compounds, like as you receive all of these different dividends, as I receive them month on month, I'm putting them back into those companies to compound every time, and those stocks will be buying themselves essentially. Yeah, so that is awesome to see happening, and this is kind of where the video is ending, guys. So yeah, we've got 93 subscribers, getting that global water fund closer and closer to that goal, growing in every way we can, sharing the journey and enjoying it. So yeah, I'll see you next time. I think I'll be making my next video talking about Sharesies' fee structure for the United States market and comparing that to Stake and Hatch, as Sharesies is now announcing this information as we close in on that release date. So that should be awesome, guys. I'll see you next time. Happy investing.